For more on this, Bill Davis now. He's a former police officer and Hollywood weapons expert with more than 30 years of experience. Bill, welcome. And for those of us who have never been on a Hollywood set, what is the normal process to make sure these weapons have the correct blanks in them?
Well, I can't speak for props departments on how they handle it. Excuse me, on how they handle guns. But I know as an armorer, I focus completely on the weapons. And I know Mr. Zanoff. I've known Larry for decades. When I first arrive on the set, the weapons are locked in my vehicle. I walk up to the first AD and say, I need to park my vehicle so I can keep an eye on it the entire time I'm working, or even just wherever I'm at. I need to be able to look and see my vehicle to make sure it's not being tampered with. Then what I do is when the first AD tells me what he wants for the day, he tells me the type of guns. Then at that point, I take the guns out of the vehicle, get a folding table and a chair, and I go set up on the set somewhere out of camera range. And then I proceed to lay the weapons out on the table. I lay the blanks out, and I inspect every round of ammunition that goes into the weapons before I got to the set. And as I am handling them on the set, I'm also visually inspecting them again, just to double check and make sure there's no live ammo.
So given the process that you've described, which sounds like a lot is up to you, is that precaution that you take because you know how dangerous this is, or is this precaution that everyone is expected to follow? And what does it tell you that some of the crew had already walked out over concerns about safety on this set?
Well, that says to me that they didn't have a professional weapons handler, a professional armorer on set, because all of us who've been doing this any length of time, we all know what the protocols are. We all know that safety is number one. And we don't want to hurt anybody. We don't want anybody hurt on our sets. And we take this very personally when we're on a set and someone gets hurt. I mean, it breaks our heart because it's also affecting our reputation. And so this is something that I can't stress enough, that the person on the Rust set, I'm guessing, was probably not trained in the Hollywood School of Armory.
Do you think, given how good special effects are these days, that we still need these prop weapons, these guns, to be fired on set in order to achieve the cinematic effect?
Well, they have these non-guns that are basically, you take almost like a little flashlight bulb, and you insert them into the guns, and they're fired electronically, so you get a little bit of a flash and a little puff of smoke. They in no way resemble the real thing. They don't look like a real gun. They don't sound or smoke like a real gun. So you can go that way, but most, if not all, directors I've ever worked with don't like using them because they don't look real.
Exactly. Bill, thanks so much for your perspective tonight. We appreciate it.